African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 14th of July, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of troops hit the personnel and equipment of the 31st Mechanized and 92nd Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 34th, 36th Marine Brigades, the 116th, 117th, 125th, 129th Terrestrial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Zurovka, Mariupol, Konstantinovka, Sumy region, Volchansk, Lipsy, Tycho, Volchansky Katora, and Staritsa, Kharkov region. An attack by two assault groups of the 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces was repelled. Enemy losses amounted to up to 150 troops, 5 pickup trucks, a U.S.-made 155mm M777 howitzer, 2 152mm D-20 guns, and 6 122mm D-30 howitzers. Units of the West Group of troops occupied more advantageous positions and defeated the formations of the 14th, 44th, 63rd, 115th, 116th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 107th, 112th Military Defense Brigades and the 12th TH Special Forces Brigade Azov in the areas of the settlements of Kupiansk, Simkovka, Tabivka of the Kharkov region, Petrovskoye, Chervenaya Dybrova, Makivka of the Lugansk People's Republic and Serebryanka of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 520 military personnel per day for vehicles, 155mm howitzers, M777 made in the USA, M198 made in the USA and FH70 made in the UK, two 105mm howitzers L119 made in Great Britain, a 105mm M119 gun made in the USA, a station electronic warfare enclave and ammunition depot. Units of the Southern Group of Forces improved the situation along the front line, defeated the manpower and equipment of the 24th, 54th, 72nd, 93rd Mechanized, 56th Motorized Infantry, 46th Airmobile, 10th Mountain Assault, 80th Air Assault Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of the settlements of Seversk, Grigorovka, Perizhnoye, Svanovka, Kalinina, Pretikino, Andriivka, Verkhnikomenskoye, and Chasov Yar. 3 attacks by units of the enemy's 5th Assault Brigade were repelled. The armed forces of Ukraine lost up to 450 military personnel, 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, a U.S.-made HMMWV armored combat vehicle, and 9 vehicles per day. During the counter-battery fight, the following were hit: 155mm self-propelled artillery mounts M109 Paladin, a 155mm howitzer M777, 3 105mm M119 guns all made in the USA, 3 152mm D-20 guns, and Crab made in Poland. In addition, the following were destroyed: the Enclave Electronic Warfare Station, the US-made and TPQ-50 counter-battery radar station, and 6 ammunition depots. Units of the Center Group of troops improved the tactical situation, defeated the formations of the 47th, 59th, 110th Mechanized, 57th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 109th Terrestrial Defense Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Novgorodskoye, Rozovka, Lozovatskoye, Tarasovka, Novosolovka Pervaya, and Toretsk of the Donetsk People's Republic. During the day, 6 counterattacks by units of the Light Assault Brigade, the 31st, 32nd, 151st Mechanized, 68th Jaeger Brigades, and the separate 425th Assault Battalion of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled. Enemy losses amounted to up to 300 military personnel, 3 armored combat vehicles, 8 cars, a 155mm M777 howitzer made in the USA, two 152mm Sumy howitzers, two 122mm D-30 howitzers, three 105mm M119 guns made USA, as well as the 122mm Grad multiple launch rocket system. Units of the Vostok group of troops, as a result of successful actions, captured the settlement of Zaporozhye, Donetsk People's Republic, and are clearing and demining it. The manpower and equipment of the 72nd Mechanized, 58th Motorized Infantry, 1st Tank Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, and the 128th Terrorist Defense Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Vodyanoy, Prechistovka, Velikaya Novoselka, and Makarovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. 2 counterattacks by assault units of the 123rd Terrestrial Defense Brigade were repelled. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 155 military personnel, 4 vehicles, a 155mm M777 howitzer made in the USA, 5 155mm FH-70 howitzers made in Great Britain, and a 152mm D-20 gun. Units of the Dnepr group of troops defeated the personnel and equipment of the 65th Mechanized, 128th Mountain Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 35th Marine Brigade, and the 23rd National Guard Brigade in the areas of Tokarevka, Kherson region, Novokamenka, Dnepropetrovsk region, Nestoryanka, Pyatikatki, and north of Rabatino, Zaporozhye region. The losses of the Ukrainian Armed Forces amounted to up to 70 military personnel, 4 vehicles, 155mm howitzers M777 made in the USA and M198 made in the USA, and a 152mm D-20 gun. In addition, the following 24 hours were destroyed: the Plastin Electronic Reconnaissance Station, the Israeli-made Rada RPS-42 Air Reconnaissance Radar, and 4 field ammunition depots. Operational Tactical Aviation, Unmanned Aerial Vehicles, Missile Forces, and Artillery of groupings of troops of the Armed Forces of the Russian Federation defeated a railway train with personnel and military equipment of the Armed Forces of Ukraine at the unloading station. Combat positions of the IRIS-T anti-aircraft missile system manufactured in Germany, and an anti-aircraft division missile complex Pechora of the 160th Anti-Aircraft Missile Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. As a result of the strikes, the enemy lost over 140 military personnel, 5 armored combat vehicles, 15 cars, a launcher for the IRIS-T anti-aircraft missile system made in Germany, 3 launchers for the S-125 Pechora air defense system, and a multifunctional radar TRML-4D made in Germany, and a radar station for target illumination and guidance, as well as manpower and military equipment of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in 129 regions. Air defense systems shot down 33 unmanned aerial vehicles and 10 U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rocket systems. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 627 aircraft, 277 helicopters, 27,586 unmanned aerial vehicles, 551 anti-aircraft missile systems, 16,578 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,377 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 11,885 field artillery guns and mortars, 23,686 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.